Hey, friends, welcome back to another episode of Show Me the Collectibles. You might recognize me as the host of Friends of the Squared Circle. That's crazy. I know, right? I have two podcasts. Well, not really. But today we have the Shrek Collector with us today. I am excited for this, as I am every collector that comes on Show Me the Collectibles, because we are diving into the TikTok universe. Yes, the TikTok universe. I am finding collectors of all sorts, and I happen to find our friend, the Shrek Collector here. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good.
Good deal, good deal. So what is it about Shrek that, you gravitated towards? We'll start there, and then we'll get into those collectibles.
Well, I guess it was in middle school. I brought, what was it? It was this Shrek McDonald's toy to school.
Okay.
People kind of poked fun at me for it and started calling me the Shrek guy, so I kind of just ran with it after that. I was like, okay.
Very nice.
All right, bet.
So it started back in middle school, you said. Now, did your parents take you to the movie? Did you have to wait for it?
I remember watching it on Shrek the Third for some reason. I have a distinct memory of watching it on a laptop.
Okay.
But I was a little too young to go see it at the time. So
Gotcha. That's great. So we're kind of experiencing a little bit of lag, but we can hear you fine. So when you show off those collectibles, just give it an extra second there. No big deal. What's some of your collectibles you brought for us today?
Okay, so first I want to show you guys this. This is a package display of Shrek the Third Pez.
Okay.
And I have all of them in here. So I got Puss in Boots, Donkey, Fiona, and Shrek. And I just got this a few months ago off of eBay for a really good price, like $20. So
Okay.
I love in-box, store displays. I love store displays. I don't know why.
Gotcha.
But this is definitely one of my favorite things I've gotten recently. So there's that.
Okay.
The second thing here. I got this a long time ago. This is one of my first things that I ever got for the collection. I didn't actually purchase it myself. A buddy of mine saw that I was getting into it, so he went on eBay and he bought this for like $40-$50.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Display with all the Shrek 2 cards in it. So I was really thankful for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much been in the center of my collection ever since then because I'm just so thankful that someone spent that amount of money on Shrek cards in a display.
Right. That is pretty sweet. Now, do you prefer to find your things, as I like to call it, in the wild, or are you more of like an online shopper? What's your preference?
I love going out to flea markets, antique stores, Goodwill, stuff like that. It's always so much more fun whenever you just stumble upon something, somewhere where you might not expect it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I have this big dragon plush up there.
Okay.
And it's a really expensive item from the now, closed down Shrek 4D ride.
Okay.
I got it for $12 at
Oh,
a flea
wow.
market, and they go for $40 to $50 online. So I was so excited whenever I saw that. Cool.
Yeah, I've said it before on this little show. I am a cheapskate, so the cheaper I can find it, the better. I'm not one to flip, but I will say when I buy it, I got this for $4. It's going for $40 online, so I feel pretty special. But yeah.
Yeah. I feel the same way too. I don't like spending a bunch of money on stuff, so whenever I can find stuff for a good price, it's always nice.
And the nice thing is once you get that TikTok following too, like, you see some of these other, influencers, people just start sending them stuff, and you're about to get to that level, and you're going to be buried in Shrek merchandise. I know you're going to love it, but I know Randy Take a Shot would kill me if I started getting all the things that I collect in the mail every day, because she'd be like, we have nowhere to put it. So.
Yeah, I've already had a couple people reach out to me asking if I had a P.O. box, which was really surprising, honestly. It was such a small, dedicated sort of fan base to the Shrek collecting scene,
Yeah, and I think I mentioned it when you were on live. I just happened to see your live, and I was like, oh my gosh, I loved the first one when that came out. I am here. I need to get this guy on the show. because that's what it's about, is collecting, obviously, first and foremost. But like with my other podcast, Friends of the Squared Circle, dropping in there, following this on Facebook, it's about just building a community of, other collectors, toys on my table, awesome artifacts, articulate station, as I mentioned off camera. It's such a hard name to say, but meeting these people and yourself as well here. I just hope to keep building these relationships, get you guys on more to show off more of your collectibles. It's just fun. There's so many different collectors out there, and yours is so unique, and I just love it. So.
Oh yeah, I'm really proud of it.
Now, I don't know. Before I let you start throwing out the collectibles here, there is another person. She's out there collecting a certain item, and I believe she's trying to go for like the Guinness record of that category. Have you ever thought about that?
Yes. That's my thing. I've always wanted to open up sort of a display somewhere of all the Shrek stuff. Like sort of like a museum piece, give a little bit of trivia about the items and stuff like that. I hope that'll happen soon. But yeah, I am looking to get sort of a world record, because I know for a fact that mine's the biggest out of any I've ever seen. I've researched it pretty heavily. So I'm looking for that.
That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. I've always wanted to break a record, but it's probably going to be about eating. So just kidding. So any more collectibles you want to show off there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's another thing. This one is I think, probably my favorite. So this is a big piece. This is the McFarlane Shrek bean bags. These 3 or 4 up front aren't McFarlane, but these 5 in the back are. This is the piece I probably spent the most money on. I spent $120 with the display and these 5 in the back. But as you can see, the ones in the back are really high quality. I love the Farquaad over here. I've always loved that character. You got Gingy, you got Big Shrek. I wish the sound worked on them, but they're just so old and so used. But one of these does work. But yeah, this is one of my favorite things. I can't put it on the bottom. I just don't have room, so I got to put it up on the top. It kind of sucks. But
the good problem to have is all that merchandise that you can't display. So
yeah. Here's another one of my favorites here. I just got this one recently. On Macari, of all places. I just now downloaded that. If anyone's wanting to get into collecting and stuff like that, that has really good prices. Because a lot of people they just don't really know what they have. And this is a situation with this. To be an ogre kit in box. You got the mask and the gloves. So
wow, that.
And it still actually works.
Very nice.
Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite things I got recently. All right, I got one more really cool thing here. This is really unique, and I don't think anyone else is going to have this probably ever. This is the face piece worn in Shrek the Musical.
Oh, okay. Yep, I remember watching that on Netflix. Yep.
Yes. So this is a really just weird thing I happened to find on eBay. Probably one of my favorite things of the collection. This is probably definitely the most rare thing out of everything. It's just really crazy. It's really disgusting in the back though, and it smells bad. But still cool.
That is definitely unique. I know I used to put that on all the time just for background noise, but yeah, that is definitely those type of items are so cool because 9% that no one else has that, and it's like your go-to to say, hey, like I have something special, check this out. So
yes, that is why it was definitely one of the last things I showed. It's just so unique.
Yeah, and I know that you have all the VHS. I feel like me, you, and a few other people, like through the collecting that I have talked to and seen, I have probably less than 10 Jurassic Parks, but usually when I find them, they're so beat up I don't want them. On a previous episode, I'll have to send you just so I get another view. I found a Lost World copy of Jurassic Park, and it had a phone card in it, and I think that's like one of my favorite pieces of VHS. is that it has that phone card. So
Wow. Yeah, it's really neat. I got something with the M&M advertisement. It was the
okay,
swamp ones. And I can't actually find any pieces of media showing the pictures of the actual merchandise. So the actual tubes of
gotcha,
M&M, they just don't exist. So I thought
gotcha.
that was really cool in my thing. So
Now I don't want to get you confused with the other guy. Are you the one opening the Shrek DVDs, or is that the other guy? Because I know like they both pop up on my streams. He's trying to win the minivan.
yeah, that's what I think his name is Wyatt Matters. A lot of people have mentioned him in my comments,
Hmm.
saying just adding him, trying to get him to look at my channel.
Right.
But I have not won the Kia Sedona minivan, and anything's not open. So
How funny would that be? Like if you got it, and that was what he was dedicating pretty much his channel to. But yeah, I mean, it's got to be out there, or maybe it just doesn't exist, and they're just trying to get people to buy it back in the day. But on the same subject, VHS. How many copies do you think you have just on VHS?
of Shrek.
Yep.
Let's see. I can actually look. I have 3 copies of Shrek 2 on VHS,
Okay.
and I have 6 copies of Shrek, and 2 of those are the clamshell cases, which are
Okay.
pretty cool. They're not exactly common for Shrek.
Mm-hmm.
But the DVDs are my big strong suit. I think I have 45 DVDs.
Okay. Nice.
This
Nice.
big tower, you can't even see the top of it right here. So,
That is so cool. I mean, I have Jurassic Park on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray. I have it on Laserdisc. I want to find the high def or HD that came out around the same time as Blu-ray. I still need to pick up Lost World on Laserdisc. And then the nice thing too with that movie, I'm sure Shrek does it too, but it's got different cover art, and so I'm always trying to see if I can get a different type of cover art, because the first one had that primary logo, and then the anniversary one came out with the Tyrannosaurus, mouth on there, and then they re-released it in the white case, and yeah, it's fun. It's different styles of art, so then I can say, well, I don't have this one yet, so now I need to buy it. So
yeah, it's a good excuse to buy more. I
yeah,
always love good excuses to buy more stuff.
yeah, I'm kind of jealous because like you mentioned that you go to like antique stores and all those places, and unfortunately, my neck of the woods there's just a couple, and I'm lucky to find maybe once every so often. And I wish there was a bigger market for it up here. I know when I travel, I always try to Google, toy stores and stuff just to find stuff. So
Yeah, that's what I do. I think I was in Kentucky not too long ago, and I just searched up antique stores nearby, and I hit all of them up.
there you go. That's the way to do it. Well, if you want to show off any more collectibles, or if you want to hit your socials, anything, the floor is yours. This is where you're the star here. So if you want to show off a couple more, you're more than welcome to. Or if you want to plug your socials, and we can get you going here. So I don't try to make these long, like I said. I mean, I just want people to come in, pop in, and then on the next episode, we'll get more of a theme with your collection for sure. So,
well, I would like to show one final thing. It's
sounds
also
good.
a very rare item.
Okay.
It's right up here. This is a piece that was only given to artists that worked on the original Shrek film.
Okay.
And unfortunately, when it was shipped, it kind of got a little bit broken, which I'm still really upset about. But still cool nonetheless. It is the 1-year anniversary for Shrek. Like I said, only given to artists. So this is,
Okay.
I think, never sold out in the wild. So,
Okay.
I mean, the people that have put this up are people that worked on the original movie. So this was touched by someone who worked on the original movie, which I think is really cool.
Very nice.
But other than that, I don't think I really have a lot. I want to show too much of the collection because there's a lot. So,
yeah, I definitely want to get you on here for a part 2. So, these first ones are the introductions, get you in, get you used to me. That sounds really weird, get used to me. But get you in, get you on, get people excited to, those future episodes. And again, like I said, we'll have a theme, where we just show off like, say Farquaad or, We talked off camera what else you collect. That could be another future episode for sure. So,
All right. Well, I would just like to plug my socials real quick. TikTok is really my main thing. I don't really use a whole lot else
okay,
as far as posting goes, but it's at the Shrek Collector, and on there I do a lot of unboxing videos and videos of where I go out into the wild and sort of find Shrek stuff there. But main thing is unboxing. I'm really liking the unboxing side of TikTok. So if you guys want to see more of that, be sure to follow me there.
perfect. And we'll get that put on when we post this here. We'll get a link in the comments there so people can find you. We'll make sure to brag about you now that you are part of the Friends of the Squared Circle, as well. We like to brag about our friends there. And I appreciate you coming on. It means a lot that you took your time out of your day. One thing we failed to mention, which I can't believe I forgot the whole episode, but that unique hat you had, I was going to start with that, and then I led to something else. But let's talk about that real quick, and then we'll get you out of here. We got the thing called the Midwestern Goodbye. I say it like 9 times, then we finally close our shop. So.
All right, so this hat does actually have a pretty cool backstory. So whenever I was really little, not really little, but probably about 10, Shrek Forever After came out, and my mom at the time was working at McDonald's.
Okay.
So she's a teacher now, so moved up. But this was actually her hat that she wore. You can see there's a little bit of makeup on the inside. But this is really one of the first things that I got besides, the original McDonald's toys. And
Gotcha.
I've loved this hat ever since. Even besides the Shrek stuff, I think I wore this to a concert. So this is definitely, I think, if I had to put a favorite thing in my collection, this is my favorite.
Yeah, it's definitely got that sentimental value for sure too, being your
Yeah.
mom's. Yeah, so. And no shame in working at McDonald's. I mean, if you're happy, you're able to, afford your lifestyle, I say go for it. I mean,
oh yeah,
as long as I can afford my collectibles, I don't care what I do for work. So.
Yep, whatever makes you happy.
So, well, I appreciate you coming on. We have this thing where I say I kick you out. It makes me feel like I got a little power here. We'll definitely talk off camera some more and try to set up a second thing here. But again, thank you for taking your time out of your day to come on. Again, I love the collection. I can't wait to dive into it a little bit more. So thank you.
All right, thank you for having me.
All right, we'll be right back here. All right, everybody. That is another episode of Show Me the Collectibles, where I'm your host, Crander Q. Let's hit those sponsors real quick. Darren Corbin is also a sponsor at Friends of the Squared Circle and Show Me the Collectibles. If he likes it or not, just kidding. You can give Darren Corbin a follow on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Yes, Darren Corbin is at TikTok. He doesn't do any funny dances, but he is on TikTok. You can give him a like and follow as well on all those other social medias. Another great way to support Darren Corbin is checking out patreon.com/Darren Corbin, where tiers just start out at $1. One of my favorite things to watch on there is Dining with Darren, where he tries restaurants, does a little review, and it just makes me hungry because I'm a fat kid that loves food. Also, Superior Creations, who makes all of our custom tumblers for Friends of the Squared Circle. You can see Rikishi, Hornswoggle, and Joey and Sierra, The System, Rampage, Jackson. They all love their custom tumblers. So if you want a custom tumbler, reach out to Superior Creations there on Facebook.com/Superior Creations MN. I might have messed that up, but the link is on the bottom there. We got to brag about 13 cards subject to change, the Rival podcast, as well as our friends over there. Give them a like on all social medias. Make sure to comment on their stuff. Second place, Beard Leroy. Lastly, a little self-plug for us there. You can find all of our Friends of the Squared Circle social medias there. We're trying to get better at plugging that, as well as promoting more Show Me the Collectibles on our page. But with that being said, thank you for watching another episode of Show Me the Collectibles, where I'm your host, Crander Q, a.k.a. my real name, Crander Q out.